Hey, Jason Rice here with another lot party. Quick tip, Halloween version. Now, I wanted to bring up a tip because we just got done with our team meeting here, and I wanted to go over kind of some of the insights that we've seen, but also um, what we're seeing is a lot of building up or bleeding through of age. Maybe you're not totally aged yet. What's up, Colin? Maybe you don't have a ton of age problems right now. Sales may be still pretty steady. That's fine. What we're finding is dealers' middle buckets building up. And some of those stores starting to bleed through. And that bleed through started mid-October. So we're 2 weeks into that. So they're starting to age. So what I mean by middle bucket, I'm going to say is your 31 to 60 day old car. Right now is going to be a touchy season. What I mean by touchy is cars are going to be sensitive. They're going to move within 1 or 2%. Within a day or two, you might price a car at 97%. In a day or two, you're back up to 98, 99%. You got to make adjustments. Wholesale's adjusting. We've seen upwards over $1,000 difference between November book and what this our October previous months versus what October's book is saying on wholesale. So it's going to be touchier right now. What's up, Weldon? How you doing, sir? And I'm on Facebook Live, so I'm seeing anybody's comments. Throw anything in here if you guys have some feedback, questions, or anything. So I'm watching these trends that we have. I can tell you this wholeheartedly. Check your middle bucket percentage of dollars. Your inventory tool should be able to show you that. But if it's greater than 25%, be concerned, okay? And that means you're bleeding through. But to validate if you're bleeding through, go look at your sold. And we like looking at the last 2 weeks. I don't care, beginning of the month was strong. Let's just look at the last 2 weeks, what you sold, and see what percentage of your sales are going out 31 to 60. There's a way to pull that out of your systems. If you need help, let me know. Thank you, Jamie. I hope you guys are having a fun and safe Halloween, if you take the kids out at all. So watch the middle bucket. If you're at 25%, because here's the other thing I'll tell you. To stop bleed through, from stopping cars from going from one age bucket to the next, you need to sell at least 5% or more than what's sitting there. So my point is, if you have more than 25% sitting there, you're going to have to at least be pushing out 30+% of your sales out of those cars. Those cars are usually going to be less profitable than your 0 to 30 day old cars. So that's why we kind of cap it at, our goal is no more than 25% sitting there, because if it builds up to 30, 35, and 40% of my inventory sitting 30 to 60 days old, to stop them from going 60 plus, I'm going to have 35, 40, 50% of my sales going out. So that hurts my gross. And more than likely, these chunks of cars are cars you don't want to touch because you bought them 30 and 45 days ago where the market was stronger. So there's people now at the lane able to buy this car $1,000 cheaper than what you own it for. And if you adjust it to compete with their current market pricing, you're going to lose money possibly. So that's the other pattern we're seeing, is dealers are hesitating pricing adjustments. They're hoping, I called this years ago, the old Obama hope and change strategy. They're hoping somebody comes in and pays what they want for that car, or overpays them for that car, or they're hoping that the market changes and goes up and their cars become valuable again. May or may not happen, but predictably year after year, and we've already seen it with some of this second wave COVID stuff, things might start shutting down again, and economy and all that kind of stuff. So election, whatever. So I'm telling you, right now is your middle bucket management time. If you have age, if you're already at 15, 20, 30% of your cars are over 60 days old, you need that middle bucket, not at 25%. You need to squeeze that thing down to about 20% of your inventory and sell 25 or 30 out of it to stop the bleed through. So if you have an aging problem, don't just try to work out of the age. It's like, funneling or trying to bucket out water in a sinking ship. You're by just trying to get out of your age, it's still filling up. Cars are coming. You're worried about the 63-day-old car, the 70-day-old car. You're ignoring the 50-day-old car. And then as soon as you get rid of that 70-day-old car, guess what? The 50-day-old car just turned 60 days old, and you're back into, trying to bucket out this water. You got to stop the bleed through. So if you start and already have an aging problem, stop the bleed through. Get that 31 to 60 below 20%. Carry, selling 25-30% to stop the bleed through, and then start chipping away at your age. In the meantime, increase that fresh sale rate. Don't raise your prices on the fresh stuff to try to offset what you're going to have to work out of right now. Best time to make the most money on a car is when it's fresh. So do you want to increase or decrease the odds of it selling? Obviously, we want to increase the odds of it selling. So by pricing those cars high to the market to try to make up your gross, you're decreasing the odds of it selling. So guess what? You're going to be in an endless cycle. So you need to figure this out. We're seeing it across the country. We're either seeing sales are steady, but we're seeing middle bucket bleed through and even age bleed through. People are hesitant to make adjustments right now because, again, they overpaid for these. Not overpaid, they paid for what they needed to back in 30, 45 days ago. They're just over-own them right now according to the market shift, and they don't want to adjust it, like John Anderson's commenting here about stop making excuses. If you want to stay clean going into the end of this year and hopefully the beginning of the next year, if it can be a strong next year, you want to be set up right. You don't want to use the stronger months of tax season, mostly February, March, a little bit of January, but mostly February, March, a little bit of April selling season. You don't want to use those good selling months to eat out of an aging problem that you didn't handle in November and December. Okay, I've seen too many dealers just don't make the right decisions right now, that they're a big age problem by December and January. And so by February, March, sales are good, but all they're doing is selling a bunch of age cars they're barely making any money on. And then they got to go lane and pay top dollar for stuff because the market's hot right now. Ever been there? That's happening. So the only way to stop that is do it now. Handle these 30, 40, 50-day-old stuff. Stop the bleed through. All right, I hope this tip was helpful. I do have a LotPop University. Go to lotpopuniversity.com. I've got five people now coming November 9th and 10th here in Kansas City. I'm going to do a two-day event here and train you on these metrics and what to manage. Just kind of what I went over there, but tons of others to help you manage your inventory effectively. You don't have to be a client. They're just metrics you need to know. Clients just happen to have it in our software, these metrics. So you don't have to be a client. I could fit another 3 to 5 more people into this event. So if you are a client, sign up. If you're not a client, if you're interested, go to LotPop University, fill out the form, let me know. We'll get you more information on it. Again, hope this was helpful. Have a great holiday, Halloween, and talk to you later.